Well, welcome back. I'm Keith Reynolds, host of Morning Coffee with my show here, Charlene Chamberlain. Char, two great segments already this morning. I'm ready to get a flight
And I know
now.
you're happy that you're a seat away.
That's right.
You're on the end.
Woo! So what do we got going on here?
Well, we have Rancocas Nature Center here today, and welcome Susan Buffalino and Tony Price. And they brought some wonderful critters here that we're going to talk about during this segment.
All
so
right.
welcome to Morning Coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you for the
welcome,
invitation.
welcome. I guess welcome you guys too. So what happens at the Nature Center? Tell us a little bit about what goes on.
All right. Well, the Nature Center, it is open all year round. The only day of the week that we're closed is Mondays. We do not charge an entry fee, so you can come at any time. And the Visitor Center is home for about 11 animals. There are our education animals that we use in all of our programming. We also have many miles of trails connecting also to the Rancocas State Park trails. Mm-hmm. And so you can come and have a wonderful hike. Trails go all the way down to the river, so you actually get...
Wow.
It's a great place.
Mm-hmm. So you get wonderful views, lots of different habitats. And within those habitats, we have wild animals. We do not have a corn snake on our animal list, but we certainly have an eastern box turtle on our list.
So now that's something you find out if you were in the trail, out at the trails and stuff like that.
Definitely seasonally, not during the winter when they're hibernating, but this time of the year, they are very much, you really have a great chance of seeing them.
So is that box turtle native to New Jersey only, or?
It's an eastern box turtle, so there are going to be similar species, that will occur on the East Coast, and then you'll have a different species as you go further west.
Right. Okay.
So the eastern boxes.
And they hibernate. What time of the year do they start hibernation?
As soon as it starts getting cold. So if it's going to be really warm on a December day, they might come out of hibernation.
Really?
They don't hibernate where they're completely in hibernation. It's called torpor, where they're actually just slowing down their respiration. They don't need to eat, but they will need to find a spot. Mostly it's going to be under the ground or in some kind of burrow or some kind of building where they would be able to have a temperature that's more constant.
Wow.
That's why, with the pond I was talking about, they call it a coffin effect. So it has to be 3 or 4 feet down.
Yes.
And that's where my fish hang out.
Very
slowly though. So they do the same thing. So basically.
Exactly. We have several ponds on the property. We have a fish koi pond. We also have a dragonfly pond that we do not allow fish in.
Wow.
We did actually find one fish in there this year.
How'd that happen?
And we had to scoop her up. We're not sure whether somebody just decided their goldfish was a little too large for their tank and wanted to give it a new home, so put it in our frog pond. Unfortunately, the fish will eat a lot of the frog eggs and the tadpoles and the dragonfly larvae.
I'll tell you what, tadpoles, they're pretty nasty. I have them in my pond. When they get to a certain point, they start eating a lot of stuff too themselves.
Yes, because they're growing.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of vicious. I mean, I was shocked at what
everything has a purpose.
That's right, absolutely.
You know
what? That's what I love about my pond, because it is nature. You know what I mean? I mean, it eats all the little fish in the pond. They're pretty aggressive.
And it's probably sustainable, which is such an important word these days.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Having things be able to just totally cycle.
Absolutely.
And
my wife doesn't like my pond, but I love it because it does. Things do recycle. Even when you're throwing out food for the fish, it's trickling down, and there's this little mole that comes in and gets food from it. Everybody gets paid, paid.
Right. Now, do you have a filter on that pool, on the pond?
It is a filter that runs all year long.
He wants to dance.
He wants to go.
He wants to dance. So what other animals would we see if we came over there?
We have a black rat snake, which is a cousin of the corn snake.
And let's talk about her. This is a female corn snake.
Right. This is a female corn snake, and she is a constrictor, if you would like. Just what you're going to do is support her. And usually what I try to do is keep control of her head, only because I don't want her going down my shirt.
I'm going to let you do that.
Okay.
I'm not holding her correctly, right?
Well, no, you're doing an okay job. I just kind of keep moving the front part of her body around.
Oh, I see.
So that, what you don't want is, the last thing you would want is to have her crawl into a pocket or down your shirt, and then you have issues. So you just kind of keep moving around. One of the reasons why she is so active right now is that she's cold-blooded, and we are very warm. Today's a warm day, and so she's moving around a lot in an attempt to get to cool down a little bit. if this were a winter day
Look at
and it
her.
was cool in here and we didn't have all the lights,
darling.
then she would probably be wrapped around trying to get
warm.
heat from us, right?
Mhm.
Because that's
Yes,
cold-blooded,
look,
they
she's
get their
really
heat from
stretched
the
out
environment.
now. She's not even.
Yeah, and that's
Twirling
because
around.
probably because she's a little warm. With what-
So now you have a black, you said a black snake?
a black rat snake,
Black
which
rat
we
snake.
do have in our preserve, and so they also would. You know, you're not going to readily see wild animals out there because when you approach, they're going to scatter.
Scatter, right.
But you will, if you hike
Look
and
at her.
observe,
Oops,
you
there we
will be
go.
able to see quite a bit. So we
Okay.
have black rat snakes. We also have several other aquatic turtles. We have a musk turtle, a spotted turtle, all of which you would find. They are on our animal list at the Rancocas Nature
You
Center.
know-
So you'd find them in the wild, but we also have some on
Some
display.
there. Now, do you have any snapping turtles?
No, we don't. No,
Okay. They're pretty bad. I just say that because you
Right.
say, it's out there. You're just out there in nature, and I do a lot of fishing, and I see a lot of them.
yes. Now they
all
would
over.
be out they're in the preserve,
Right.
but we don't have any snapping turtles.
Obviously,
at the center.
yeah,
Right,
because they're
exactly.
not very nice. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with some more. I'm going to try to hold the snake during commercial
Oh,
break.
good. She's very
In a world where bankers have lost all interest, where robots and fat cats rule our fortunes, one woman will stand up and strive to do the impossible. Be treated like a person. Friends and neighbors will join her quest. Ordinary people will band together against the forces of corporate greed. And together they will form Philadelphia Federal Credit Union, already in a neighborhood near you.
Imagine the finest hand-selected USDA prime steak you'll ever have. The freshest line-caught seafood, our Wine Spectator award-winning wine list, and soul-satisfying desserts. Bring that together with the perfect date, the winning business deal, a memorable family celebration. Welcome to Rod's Steak and Seafood Grill in nearby Morristown, New Jersey. Bring your appetite and feed your passion.
Your credit score is yours, and at Experian Credit Expert, we want to help you really use it. With access to helpful Experian experts over the phone and online, we can help you use it to get a better idea of what info the banks have on you. Use it to get more choice of mortgages. Use it to make your money go further. Take the next step to improving your financial future with your free 30-day trial at experian.co.uk.
Here at Freppy's Tex-Mex, you can definitely taste the freshness in our food. You should definitely come to Freppy's because it's a great place. You can bring your family, very kid-friendly. All my servers are amazing, friendly people. Everyone here is just happy to serve, and I think it shows. The thing that sets us apart is the quality and freshness of our food. And I think once you try it, you'd be coming back. I'm Joe DeSario, co-owner of Freppy's Tex-Mex in Plainfield, New Jersey.
I am Jim Turpin, host of Your Best 50. Please join me every Thursday at 3:30 where we'll cover topics that are important to the baby boom generation and their kids. And let us help you make this your best 50.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Welcome back. I'm Keith Reynolds, host of
snake scared
Morning
him.
Coffee. Yeah, the snake scared me. Host of Morning Coffee. I'm here with my show co-host Charlene Chamberlain, and we have the ladies from
Rancocas.
Nature
Oh my
Center.
gosh, I
Center.
am just so enamored with the snake. Yes,
I
we're here
think
with
the
Susan
snake
and Tony.
hypnotized her.
Yeah.
So
She's
you know what?
beautiful.
I during the break we started, you said about cornfields. Is that why they're named corn snakes?
Yes, they primarily would be found in cornfields. If you were hiking, you would not find a corn snake at Rancocas. They're not on our animal list.
Okay.
Right.
So,
But you know what? Jersey has the best corn out there,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
But if you were in a cornfield in New Jersey, you might find one.
you might. They are an endangered species, and
There
they're
are not
endangered.
very many of them around.
Exactly, and it's primarily because of habitat loss. It has nothing to do with people sometimes think that animals are predated or that they are
Right.
killed for some reason, but that's not it at all. It's that they just don't have the right habitat.
Wow.
Now, Jess, do we have some pictures? I think. Let's throw some pictures up here of the center.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
Yeah, this is a birthday party. We do birthday parties at the center. We also do lots of scout programs. And I am not sure what the topic of this was, but the kids were very colorful. We also take programs off-site. So
Okay.
we go to
Nice.
schools, we will do an off-site birthday party if someone's interested. We go
Cool.
to other organizations and library programs, senior centers. We do lots of different programming. And the animals are
Now,
sometimes...
is that part of the
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that's our summer camp. We do a really wonderful hands-on science-based summer camp for 7 weeks, starting actually on Monday. So we're very
cool.
excited.
Right.
Very cool.
This
That's
is
the ladies of the office, is that correct?
this is I think they sent the wrong one.
Oh, maybe they said the wrong one.
Oh well, whatever.
Okay.
It may be. Yeah, we were. This was a teacher professional development course that we did for them.
I think you have adult programs there, right?
Yes, we do. In fact,
That's what I
tonight we
think
have a
that
wonderful
was.
program on Timbuktu.
Timbuktu,
Which,
very cool.
Yep, we have the one of the county historians coming in, and he is going to bring some artifacts, and we're very excited about hosting him.
That's
at
when
the
I
center.
was, you know what, because I think that's why I pulled that, had them pull that picture, because I think a lot of people think that camp is always for kids, and it's not. It's really like adults need to get out there, get back
That's
to your
right.
childhood, get back to nature.
One of the most beautiful sights is during lunchtime. Cars will pull up, you see people throw on their sneakers, go for a hike, come back and go back to work.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see that, and that's one of the things that, because of our convenient location, I think we can
Yeah.
offer that to the public. And you know, the demographics of our area are such that we're located right in suburbia. We're surrounded, but so that makes us accessible to a lot of different people, which is really nice.
Yeah.
What are the other animals that you have?
We got the black
Center.
rat snake.
Right, we have we have a red-bellied turtle. Most of them are reptiles, so they're
Okay.
native New Jersey reptiles. There's a red-bellied turtle. There is a spotted turtle, a musk turtle, all of which can be found at Rancocas.
Right.
Not seen as readily because those are aquatic turtles. We also have a frog. We do a lot of amphibian programs, so we have an African clawed frog, which of course you're not going to find in New Jersey.
Right.
But
Maybe the way they keep shipping these animals into Florida, where you know what I
Maybe,
mean, like it's amazing.
well, it's very important for folks, and I understand that sometimes children get a little enthusiastic. It's very important not to take wild animals out of the wild and make them pets.
Absolutely.
It actually is against the law. You know, it's one of the things that we really try to stress when we do instruction. Is we try to stress not only what wild animals need, but also just how do we make decisions that keep the environment healthy.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, but
That snake is amazing.
I love
Now
it.
you
Yeah,
said you
she's-
had so many different types of turtles. The turtles. You say you don't really see them when you're actually walking around. Maybe
Because
pop
they're
their head up.
aquatic,
They're
yeah.
shot. They're shot. But now, do you have some? Now, do you have anything like that's captive that you can see, or
yes. Oh no.
That's-
The animals that I mentioned, those
Yeah.
are all resident
right?
animals.
So
the
you
center.
can walk in and
Yes,
see them.
yes,
Okay.
Yes, so
okay.
we have an animal. We have several aquariums, actually quite a few, about a dozen in
Okay.
different rooms. We also have a museum area with a very nice display on historic artifacts, some from quite a few million years ago. We also have a
Wow.
really lovely bird and bird nest display and skulls and bones.
Really cool. That's
Skulls
cool.
and bones.
Skulls and
So now
So
I'm
you
sure
can
you.
identify if you're on a trail and you see some
Yes.
skulls or bones. You can identify
What it was.
So now I'm sure you have deer there.
Yes.
You know, maybe some
Raccoons.
foxes. I see
Ricky the
Ricky
raccoon.
the raccoon. There you go.
Right.
Foxes, deer, stuff like that. You
Right.
have
We
all
also have a
nature.
variety of birds. We
Birds.
have a 23-acre meadow. That one of the
Oh,
things
how
about
lovely.
maintaining different habitats is that it encourages different species of animals to reside there. You know, so.
And we have honeybees there, which are mine.
Yes.
You have
Very
honeybees?
nice.
I'm a beekeeper also, yes.
Oh, you are?
Are you
That's
really?
interesting.
Whoa,
So you
now
produce
that's
your own
pretty
honey?
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So so you get honey from this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to ask you because I see this on TV all the time. Now I have an expert
Well, here
right
we
here
go.
in our
I know
studio.
what you're going to ask.
Does the smoke really work?
You don't always need to use the smoke. That's just something that supposedly calms the bees. Yeah.
It does
We
calm.
don't even wear a suit.
You don't?
What?
Honeybees are very, very calm if you know how to behave around them. Our instinct is to go like that,
Yeah.
and of course then they will sting you.
Yes.
But the meadow there and the other gardens at Rancocas are just amazing as far as plant diversity. There's just so many possibilities. We have 5 different kinds of gardens. We have a garden day coming up August 2nd that's going to feature all of them. And it's educational. It's about trying to get people who might not see some aspects of a park to look at it in another way and see new things. So it's fun too.
Yeah, you know what? We had a lady on one of our guests was she's with all the wild flowers. About edible flowers and stuff like that.
Oh.
You don't know what's like
Foodies, Philly
foodies. We go out and we buy from the grocery store, and there's so much
In your
out
backyard.
there in your backyard that you can eat, vegetation that you can eat, and that's healing. Has healing properties. There's so much stuff.
But you can't do that in the state park. That's
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't harvest
But
in
you
the state park.
got to
Yeah.
get back to nature.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely.
And taking care of nature.
Taking
too.
care of nature too.
So we try to show the value of all these things and how they interact. And I think that that's really part of our mission, to show how the living things at Rancocas Park interacted historically, because we have an amazing background where Quaker farmers lived there. We have the Timbuktu folks, the free black people who lived there circa
Right.
1840s. And then the Lenni Lenipes. So all of those people survived in what is now Rancocas State Park.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
amazing
we're
when you think
trying to
about it.
see how did they interact and how are we interacting, and can we maintain it. That's part of our educational mission.
That's really cool.
Now, are you looking for volunteers?
Always.
Okay. And if
Yes.
someone wanted to volunteer, what would they do?
Contact the center. It's on our website.
Yes, there's a
Yeah.
volunteer form on the
Yeah.
website that can be downloaded. The website, rancocasnaturecenter.org, has an enormous amount of information.
Okay.
Not only on summer camp and all of our programs, but also on the Friends group. That is they support the center.
You might want to know the history of how this happened. 2 years ago, the park was under New Jersey Audubon, who threatened closure and gave 2 weeks
I
notice.
didn't know that.
Yes. And so a bunch of interested people got together and formed, a friends group to try to save it, and we did. We constantly need help. We need funds, as all nonprofits do. We just got our 501c3, which makes us an official nonprofit.
Right.
So now the hope is that we can get, partnerships, writing grants, to help us out.
Right.
Development, right.
But the main thing is that we were able to form a partnership with the county, the state, West Hampton Township, as well as the Rancocas Conservancy. So it was kind of apolitical, which was really an interesting process, and we're very grateful that was able to happen.
Congratulations. That's
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So where can listeners find? Tell our listeners where they can find you.
Okay, we're
Information.
at 794 Rancocas Road in West Hampton. The park is 1,252 acres, and we are north. We're in the parcel of land that is north of the North Branch, right in between. We're about 1.5 miles off of 295, so very, very accessible. Right outside of Mount Holly. And like I said, the website, which has lots and lots of information, is rancocasnaturecenter.org.
All right, that's very cool. Now, excuse me, can I come out and harvest the bees? Harvest honey?
Want some honey?
If you're afraid of this guy, you'll really be afraid of thousands of bees.
No, I'll be calm as cool as a cucumber.
I think we're making Keith snake friendly now.
Yeah.
And Char, you're really handling them pretty good.
Yeah, I like her.
So I want to thank you ladies for coming on.
It
was wonderful.
New friends.
Yes, and we'll be right back right after this commercial break with our next
Take one. I
guest.
want to get a picture though.
Okay.